So the real bottom line is the payoff for passionate performance is getting discretionary effort. In other words, your team willingly giving their time and energy to help your team's goals. That's the big payoff. There are 6 needs to achieve passionate performance. There are 3 intellectual needs and 3 emotional needs. So the 3 intellectual needs, they drive performance. We meet the need for achievement, autonomy, mastery. We're going to get performance from people. And that's the science of leadership. It's very cause and effect. We have to balance that with the emotional needs, purpose, intimacy, and appreciation. Those engage the heart. Those are the emotional needs. It's much more relational, right? It's the art of leadership. They have to come together. The intellectual and the emotional needs go hand in hand to create what we call passionate performance. The definition of that is a strong and sustained intellectual and emotional connection to your work. We want to make sure that we're helping people meet that need for achievement. And it is a very fundamental need. If you look at the fields of business, of arts, of sciences, of technology, in any of the fields, people have this natural need to want to achieve and do well. So I think one of the key things for a leader to do to help meet the need for achievement is to get out of the way. Another intellectual need is the need for autonomy, and particularly with the younger worker, that's very important. But I think for any worker, we all want to feel this great sense of control over our work, because when we own something, we have this sense of pride in it, right? Even within a frontline job, there are opportunities for us to be able to say, hey, here's the scope of your job. Go ahead, have at it. Figure out improvements. What can we do better? Another one of the intellectual needs is mastery, and it's really key, and it's very deeply ingrained in each of us. If you think about how many times it takes a toddler to attempt the act of walking until that toddler actually masters the act of walking, as many as it takes, right? As many as it takes. And it's just an illustration that this need for mastery is deeply embedded into us, right? So as we go into the workforce, we have that same need. We want to perform. Your job as a leader is to make sure every employee gets an A. If your team is getting a B or a C, the first place to look is back at you and your leadership and your coaching versus the employee. Purpose is absolutely key to have a compelling purpose, because we want people working towards something bigger than themselves. I always think of the story that you may have heard before about 3 guys working on a construction site. You ask the first guy, what are you doing? He goes, well, I'm laying bricks. Ask the next guy what he's doing. Well, I'm building a wall. Ask the third guy what he's doing. Well, I'm building a cathedral, a place of worship. Now, which of those guys do you think is going to have more of a sense of meaning, maybe give more discretionary effort? I believe leaders are nothing more than bridge builders. We're trying to build bridges between daily tasks and some brighter tomorrow. Regardless of the function that you lead, one of your primary jobs is to make sure you're building a direct connection between what we're doing today and how we make a difference for our business, and ultimately how you make a difference in the world. One of the intellectual needs is the need for intimacy, the need to feel connected. No one wants to be in the world alone, right? And so it's really important as a leader that we create a sense of team, like someone knows us. They know the person behind the employee. And if we do that, we're more likely to have each other's back. The need for appreciation is very fundamental. And I would say if you want to get discretionary effort from your team, the single thing you can do to get the quickest response is to sincerely and meaningfully appreciate your team members. I'm going to do more for those who appreciate me. So it's very self-serving as a leader for us, if we want discretionary effort, to do that. Now, we want to do it with the right motivation. If you were to ask my wife, hey Julie, how much does Lee appreciate you on a scale of 1 to 10? She'll say, well, Lee's pretty good. He's a 7, and around Valentine's Day, he's a 9 or a 10, right? Ask me how much I appreciate Julie, and I'm going to tell you she's off the charts. She's a 15. The difference there is that I have all these thoughts of appreciation, but I don't frequently enough turn them into words and acts of appreciation. And the same thing happens in the workplace. Listen, leadership is an inside job, right? So this passionate performance model is not about playing Uncle Sam, hey, go be more engaged, go achieve better, go have more of a sense of purpose. It starts with us. If you notice your team's sense of purpose is not as ignited as you'd want it to be, you better look at your own sense of purpose. It starts from the inside out. So we need to make sure as a leader that we're walking the talk, that we're really feeling it if we're going to ask our team to come on this journey with us.